So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Played out wide, and here's Suarez. Messi has ended up in no man's land.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Luis Suarez. Played into space, and he's charged, surely! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's taking no chances there. Shoots! He hits the net. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Knocks it into space. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to clear it. Dembele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He has a look up. Cross to the back post. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cameroon are looking to break at pace. Mateus. Pelé. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's through, it's one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Roberto Carlos, this is Dembele. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag, it's Pelé! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell, they are flying.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Mateus. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Pelé! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And one more try! Cantona. Cameroon are looking to go forward now. He's got away. Luis Suarez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hoisted in. Messi! He scored! Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks.
And there's the end of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Attention, changement.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Out towards the flank. Bergomi delivers. Varane is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Edmilson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He might be in here! Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, that was venomous. Bergomi. Played back in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cameroon needing a change of fortune here. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lam. Now it's Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bergomi. And here's Cantona.
Cameroon really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Edmilson. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This time, surely. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 21, Luis Suarez. Le numéro 19, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 14, le numéro 22, Ronaldinho.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Edmilson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now here's the delivery.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Shevchenko. Now it's Cruyff. Fired deep. Oh, smashing header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Vieri is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Edmilson.
Cameroon really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Throw in.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 15. À sa place, le
Here's a man
numéro 3.
adored by many,
Rocher.
even deified by some. Chooses to go crossfield. Pinches it off him. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's a very good chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Tries to play it through. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And Shevchenko! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Shevchenko. Now that's well seen too. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Probing pass somewhat off target. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Tries to pass it through. Pelé. Oh, good spread. Now that's well seen too.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hullet. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Pullet. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's clever. That's an excellent interception. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Pullet. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Cameroon with the corner, they're first. Ibrahimovic clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. And this is Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez. Now it's Pullet. Played out to the left flank. Looking for options, for movement. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Not the most accurate pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pullet picks it up out wide. And this is Ronaldinho. There's a sharp little ball here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Passing nice and neat. Clipped into space. Gets his head on it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Out towards the flank. Cross to the back post. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through?
He'll be disappointed with that.
Roberto Carlos. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pele. And it's Lam. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Ibrahimovic, he's being urged to shoot.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Cameroon really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 21.
And that's the start of another 45
Pour le
minutes.
remplacer, le numéro 19.
Cameroon clearly have
Messi.
been the better side here. So if I was to
Changement.
say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Zanetti goes long. Cameroon come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Out to the right. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Bale. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Changement.
Time for a change in personnel. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least...
Oh, crossbar! Roberto Carlos. He has found a way through. Mateus cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this? Dembele. Bale. Mateus. And he's in on goal. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's found a way through. Oh, super ball. And he's only too happy to take that back. Chips it through. That's the keeper's ball. 60 minutes played. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And that's been won straight back. Tries a measured ball. Zanetti. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cameroon perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And here's Ronaldinho. Edmilson. And it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bale. Dembele. Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. Now can he find a fit? Shapes to shoot! Edmilson plays it forward.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Bale. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, they could break here. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's had it nicked away. Mateus. And here's Bale.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Cantona. Now he's got space here. Zanetti. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And Messi! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Le numéro 3, O'Shea.
Edmilson. Zanetti. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Zanetti.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's run loose here. Now Raphael Varane.
Temps additionnel,
Edmilson.
1 minute.
Now it's Hunnit. Ah, that's a fine interception. Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le
Yeah,
numéro
the
15.
jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Bale got it. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 22.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 32.
That's really well
Le
manoeuvred.
numéro 6. Puyol.
And
Changement
it's
en cours.
Davids. O'Shea.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Knocks it out wide. Big header! Vieri is flagged offside. That's an imaginative pass. Played into space out wide. Roberto Carlos. Played in with purpose. Cleared away. Messi. Played with finesse. That's a decent clearance. So, third corner of the game. And the shot! And that was very necessary. And it's Davids. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cruyff! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Cameroon get their fourth corner. And he's gone looking for safety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Now it's Vieri. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Nesta with the clearance. They're up to 5 corners now. That has been knocked clear. And that's it for the first half of extra time. There are plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 19, Messi.
And we're off for the final time.
Le numéro 18,
0-0 still. Play to win or play... Romario! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Dealing with the pressure. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And very quickly. Could be danger here. Neymar. He's on it, can he get away? And he's found... and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Best. Bale. Real chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, the deftness of touch. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Cruyff. Ronaldinho. He's beaten the last man. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He won't be happy with that one. So Dida between the sticks for this one. Widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil. There's the shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ah, good steal, he just read it. That's an imaginative pass. Forwards and with intent. Edmilson. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Flashes it across. And the counter is on. Berry. It's Roberto Carlos. Pull it. Now there's a fine ball. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Roberto Carlos. Probing pass. Now it's Pelé. And here's Dembele. Dembele. And this is... Can he finish? It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Knocks it out wide. Played in by a terrific header. Really well taken goal. Into the lead once more. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. Cameroon go into the lead. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. Maldini cuts it out. Half-time getting close now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Roberto Carlos. And they can counter here. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Played into space. Oh, well measured. He's on it. Can he get away? He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Cameroon head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 22.
And we're underway again.
À sa place, le numéro 32. Changement.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Cruyff. Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Bale. That's a sharp pass. Cameroon come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Edmilson, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Vieri. Luis Suarez chips it through. Oh, that's a Cruyff! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Bullet has found the net here, of course. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's having a shot! Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 21. Luis Suarez. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 19. Messi.
So there's going to be another change here. Cruyff being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted.
He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Zanetti. Almost an hour gone. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. That's That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he was quick to react. And it's Hullet. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he cuts out the supply. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. Hullet. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That'll be a throw. And it's Davids. And here's Hullet, looking tidy in possession here. Hullet dominates aerially so often. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely worked. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries to play it through. And he's hit it long. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Messi. And he's cut it out. Thuram. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. Best. Hullet. Romario. And this is Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Very much into the last knockings. Neymar. Barcelona finding their passes. Threads one in. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's been cut out, well played. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Has a look and plays it forward. Could move up a gear here. And this is Vieri. It's Vieri! Oh, it's come off the upright. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very...
It's a loose ball. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Pelé. And Mateus. Vieira. That's a little off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He is through here. Cameroon are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mateus. And it's Lam. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, there's a probing ball. No goals as yet. It's gone out for a throw-in. Edmilson, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. That was travelling. Maldini. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic. Pelé.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a good-looking delivery, and we have our very first corner. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Mateus. Now he's got space here. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Roberto Carlos is fouled, and he is going into that little black book. Vieri. Pullet. Ambitious ball here. And this is Cruyff. Look at the space here. Mateus. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has been cut short. Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. And Edmilson. Now it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. And here's Vieri. Threads one in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 32. Pour le remplacer,
so off we go once more.
Le numéro 21.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's there to get it away. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cameroon come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, they can break here. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Chance for a shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nesta makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not... Oh, shooting chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Cantona. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Cantona. Cantona has been caught there, it's a foul. Romario looking to add to his goal. Lahm. And this is Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Bale. Bale going face to face with his great rival. Cameroon are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Chance here to counter. Edmilson. Bale. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And it's Zanetti. Edmilson. Nice interception, well timed. Lahm. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And he's on his way! Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp. Bullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lahm. Good take, and is he in? And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
But pour l'équipe
And the lead is extended still
Après 80
further.
minutes de jeu par
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Ronaldinho.
A case now of complete control.
Le numéro 11.
Oh, super find. And Romario!
Cameroon are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Vieira, the man synonymous with solidity. Some really good ball movement. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He can get that clear. That's a sharp pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Luis Suarez. Cameroon finding their passes. Oh, that's a shoots!
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 4.
Cameroon have their second corner now.
Le numéro 18.
Lahm is there and he can get... And that is that. Cameroon suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So what do you take away from it all?